About 3 years ago, 2023, funding was at about $5 billion, right, for the entire year. And most of that was equity. So founders were selling a bit of their equity, right, and receiving investments for that. That hit a slump in 2024. I think we got to about 2.2 billion. Whole issue with regards to like quantity over quality, and that was a whole conversation. And then we move into 2024, and that's when we see like this uptick again. So this recovery, I believe, to about 4 billion in 2025, and that uptick was like great. Okay, now money is flowing again, but that money was different because now what was happening was about 40%, about 50-40% of that was debt. What that's saying, and it's still the same thing for what just happened in this past quarter, is that founders are selling less, right, of their equity, and they are holding it for the long game, right, which is important. I think it is very important that we begin to own what we build, number one. Number two, it's important because now what's going to survive the long run is quality, right? So if you're taking debt, you're putting up some collateral. If you're taking debt, you're going to pay back, right? So the game is now like companies are saying, okay, we believe in what we're doing, we know what we're doing, so we're gonna go borrow some money to buy some service, or borrow some money to build some centers, or borrow some money to hire this or build this equipment, so on and so forth, that we need, but we're gonna stay in the game, right? And now we have skin in the game, we're gonna stay in the game, and we're going to make sure that we win long term. So I think overall that's a healthier model for building on the continent. That's a healthier, more sustainable model. We will see, I think maybe in the next 2 years, right, how that translates. But it's interesting to see how we are taking ownership of what we're building, and how we are centering the idea of quality. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm always happy to hear thoughts and respond. Again, I'll see you next time. Take care.